Have you ever wondered why you understand English, but freeze when it's time to speak? It's not because you're bad at languages, and it's not because your brain can't learn. The truth is simple. Your mouth hasn't been trained properly yet. And today, I'll show you the secret only 10% of beginners ever discover. Imagine walking into a gym for the very first time. You see the weights, you watch people exercising, and you understand how it works. But just understanding doesn't make your muscles grow, does it? English works exactly the same way. You've heard thousands of words in English already. You've repeated entire phrases silently in your head, thinking it was practice. But when you open your mouth, nothing seems to come out right. That happens because you trained your brain, but not your mouth. If you never do push-ups, you can't expect to build strong arms. In the same way, if you don't practice speaking out loud, your mouth will freeze. Learning English is not only about listening and understanding. It's about conditioning your mouth to produce sounds automatically. Today, I'll give you a special challenge. A training session that will change the way you learn English forever. No theory, no complicated grammar rules. Just direct practice, like a workout session for your mouth. But before we start, I need you to make a promise. Promise yourself that you will repeat with me, even if it feels strange. Promise that you'll say the words out loud, not only in your head, because the secret is in training the muscle, not just the mind. Think about music for a moment. A pianist doesn't just read the notes silently in a book. They sit down and play the keys again and again until it flows. Speaking English is exactly the same. You must play with your mouth. Here's the reality most beginners never hear. You don't need a bigger vocabulary to start speaking. You don't need years of grammar study before you open your mouth. You just need consistent, loud, and real practice with your voice. When you learned your first language as a child, you didn't start with books. You didn't analyze verbs or write down complicated rules. You listened, you copied, and you repeated sounds every single day. And that's exactly how your brain expects you to learn English too. So, here's what we'll do right now. I'll give you short, simple phrases that you must repeat out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Your job is just to move your mouth and train the muscles. Repeat after me right now. I can speak English. Say it out loud, not silently. Again, I can speak English. Feel how your mouth moves differently with every word. This is what true practice looks like. It's not passive, it's active. Your brain connects new sounds when your tongue, lips, and voice work together. Every repetition is one more push-up for your speaking muscles. Now let's try something a little longer. Say, English is not difficult for me. Don't whisper, speak clearly, even if you're alone. The more sound you produce, the faster you improve. Most learners get stuck because they practice only in silence. They watch videos, read subtitles, and nod their heads. But when life asks them to speak, nothing comes out. That's why you must turn silent study into loud practice. Think of athletes for a moment. A runner doesn't just read about running techniques in books. They run every single day. To condition their body, speaking English is your daily training, not just theory. Let's make it practical again. Repeat, I am training my mouth. Say it once, twice, 3 times with power. Notice how easier it feels with each repetition. Here's a secret. Mistakes are part of the process. If you wait to speak only when it's perfect, you'll never start. Children make hundreds of mistakes before fluency comes. So give yourself permission to be imperfect. It's progress. The more you repeat, the stronger your mouth becomes. At first, you might feel slow and clumsy, but little by little, your speed and confidence grow. That's the natural rhythm of learning any skill. Let's repeat again. I am not afraid of mistakes. Say it loud and believe it with each word. Fear of mistakes kills more dreams than failure itself. But your courage to practice is what brings results. You see, your brain loves repetition. Every time you say a phrase out loud, connections strengthen. It's like building new roads inside your mind. And soon, speaking becomes natural instead of forced. Now imagine yourself in a real situation. You meet someone new and they ask, "How are you?" If you've repeated this phrase hundreds of times, it flows naturally. That's the power of mouth training. Say it with me now. I am fine. Thank you. And you. Don't just hear it, push the words out. Again, louder this time, like you're talking to a friend. This is how you prepare for real conversations. Most people don't realize something important. Fluency is not knowing thousands of words. Fluency is using the words you know, smoothly and confidently. And that comes from speaking them out loud. Think about driving a car. At first, every move feels strange. The wheel, the pedals, the gears. But after enough practice, it becomes automatic. English becomes automatic too, if you train consistently. Repeat this. Speaking English is becoming easier. Say it 3 times, with conviction. Each time you repeat, your confidence grows a little more. You are programming your brain for fluency. Let's go deeper now. Try this sentence. I can learn faster than I thought. Say it slowly the first time, then repeat it faster, with energy. You're not just repeating words, you're creating rhythm, sound, and flow in English. This rhythm is what makes native speakers sound natural, and you're building it right now. Another phrase, English is my daily habit. Repeat it until it feels normal to say. Because what you repeat becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes what you live. Here's something powerful to remember. Your brain doesn't learn by thinking about English. It learns by doing English. That's why repetition is the magic key. Imagine 2 learners. One studies grammar books for hours in silence. The other repeats short phrases out loud every day. Guess who speaks fluently after 1 year? Say this now. I choose to practice speaking. Repeat it 3 times, firmly. Your words are training your brain and your mouth. Consistency beats perfection every single time. Many learners feel shy when speaking alone. But think about athletes again. They train behind the scenes before the big game. Your practice right now is your private training. Let's try another. I am stronger than my excuses. Say it with energy, like you mean it. Your excuses won't teach you English, but your discipline will change everything. This is why so many people fail. They wait for the perfect moment to start speaking. But the perfect moment never arrives. The only perfect moment is right now. So say this with me. I start today, not tomorrow. Don't just say it once. Repeat it 3 times. Let the words sink into your mind. This is your commitment to yourself. Here's another truth about fluency. You don't get fluent by avoiding mistakes. You get fluent by surviving mistakes and moving forward. Every mistake is proof that you are learning. So let's repeat. Mistakes make me better. Say it again and again until you believe it. Because it's not just a phrase, it's reality. Mistakes are your teachers, not your enemies. Now let's connect phrases together. Repeat. I can speak. I am learning. I am improving. Say them smoothly, one after the other. This flow is how you build natural speech. At first, your sentences may sound mechanical. That's completely normal, just like playing your first song on piano. The more you practice, the more natural it feels. Your fluency grows with every repetition. So here's another phrase. Speaking English feels natural. Say it slowly, then faster. Your mouth is training itself, step by step, and each step brings you closer to fluency. Now let's focus on confidence. Repeat. I sound better every day. Say it loud, like you're declaring a fact. Because confidence grows when you practice out loud. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall hundreds of times, but they never quit. Every fall is progress, not failure. That's the exact same attitude you need with English. So say this. Every attempt makes me stronger. Repeat it until it becomes part of you. Each attempt, no matter how small, builds fluency. And fluency is built one brick at a time. Here's another training line. My English is improving daily. Don't just say it, feel it as you speak. This isn't just practice, it's a declaration. Your brain listens to the words you speak. Now let's expand a bit more. Repeat. I understand. I practice. I speak. Say it in rhythm, like a song. This rhythm is your key to natural English. Remember, fluency is not speed alone. It's comfort, it's flow, it's confidence. And you are building all three right now. One phrase at a time, one repetition at a time. Say this. I enjoy speaking English. Enjoyment makes practice easier. When you enjoy, you continue. And when you continue, results always come. Think of learning like planting a tree. At first, you see nothing. But under the ground, roots are growing. Soon, the tree becomes strong and unshakable. That's exactly what's happening with your English. Every repetition is a new root in your brain. It may feel invisible today, but tomorrow, it will feel natural and strong. So repeat, I am growing every day. Say it proudly, with conviction. Your growth may be silent now, but it's real. And soon, everyone will notice it. Now, picture your future self. You're in another country, speaking fluently with confidence. You're expressing ideas clearly and effortlessly. And it all started with these small repetitions today. Say this, my future is fluent. Repeat it again and again. Every word is pulling you closer to that future. Your mouth is preparing for that reality. Confidence doesn't come from waiting. It comes from daily practice, even when nobody is watching. That's the secret the top 10% of learners know. And now, you're part of that group. Repeat, I belong to the 10% who practice. Say it like you mean it. You are not average anymore. You are building yourself into a fluent speaker. Here's another phrase. I use my English every day. It doesn't matter if it's small phrases. What matters is consistency. Small daily practice beats rare, big study sessions. Now, let's practice fluency with rhythm. Say, I can learn, I can speak, I can improve. Repeat it with speed and energy. That's your fluency growing right there. Notice how your mouth feels more flexible now. That's the training effect in action. Just like stretching muscles before exercise, your mouth is stretching for fluency. Repeat again. Speaking English is easier than I thought. Say it once, twice, 3 times. Your mind begins to believe what your mouth repeats, and belief changes everything. Here's the final truth. English fluency is not magic. It's training. And the training is not in books, but in your mouth. That's the path you're walking now. Say it with me. I train. I grow. I succeed. This is your new mantra. Every word you say out loud is progress. And progress always leads to success. Now imagine a real conversation again. A friend asks, "What are you doing?" And without thinking, you answer, "I'm practicing my English." That's fluency, automatic and natural. Repeat, I speak without fear. Say it with courage. Say it loud. Fear disappears when you take action. Action is your weapon against fear. Fluency grows in silence, but shows in public. Your practice now is invisible to the world. But one day, you'll open your mouth and surprise everyone. That day is coming sooner than you think. Say this, one day, I will surprise myself. Repeat it until you believe it deeply. Because the truth is, you're already changing. Your future self will thank you for today's effort. Remember, practice doesn't need hours. Even 10 minutes daily will transform you. The secret is not time, but repetition. And you're proving that right now. So repeat, 10 minutes a day makes me fluent. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Day after day, practice becomes power, and power turns into fluency. Now feel the difference inside you. Your mouth is warmer, your confidence higher. This is not theory, this is real training. And every second is building your English. Say it again, I am speaking English now. Celebrate the progress you've made. You're no longer just a passive learner. You're an active speaker in training. Here's your final challenge. Repeat 3 times. I can speak English with confidence. Louder each time, with strength. This is your declaration of fluency. And now, it's time for your action step. Keep repeating daily. Keep practicing out loud. Subscribe for more lessons, and leave a comment below. Because your journey to fluency has already begun today.